We want to get you updated on breaking news out of Bahrain, where we are told that soldiers fired tear gas, shot heavy weapons into the air, and now Al Jazeera English is reporting mass casualties in shootings in Bahrain. They say that most of the victims were shot in the head. Now, previously, again, we heard that weapons fire was in the air and that the bullets being shot at people were rubber bullets. New York Times reporter Nicholas Kristof has been on the ground there for several days. I understand, Nicholas, you're actually at a hospital. What do you know about what's happening there?
There have been dozens of people brought in. I would estimate maybe 40 people brought in, some of them with severe injuries, mostly men, but there were two teenage girls brought in, writhing with pain, one just now, a man with a blood-drenched shirt. It is complete chaos here. The doctors at this point don't know what caused injuries. They believe it is more likely to be rubber bullets than live fire, but they think that some were fired at very close range based on the kind of traumatic injuries. One person near death, and the ambulances are also being denied access to some of the casualties. They say there are many more, and the latest is that 6 of the ambulances have gone missing, and they believe they've been taken over by the Army.
Have you been, Nicholas, over at the Pearl Roundabout where many of these protests have been centered? Have you been there today?
No. I mean, essentially, one can't get access. The people who were marching, they were marching from the place called Deh to the roundabout. That's when they were attacked. I was not there when they were attacked. There was another attack at more or less the same time on protesters right near the hospital. So as these casualties came in, there was actually tear gas wafting in the hospital, and hundreds of protesters seeking refuge in the hospital as the doctors are rushing to the ER. It's complete chaos here.
So the mood has obviously shifted dramatically, even though we spoke to you yesterday and you talked about at another hospital, or maybe it's the same hospital, about mothers being there, about hospitals being overrun. But would you say, in the people you've talked to, that the mood there has shifted dramatically against the ruling class?
Yes. I mean, well, so far today it was actually quite peaceful, and the Army showed some restraint at funerals this morning. And so I came to the hospital. I was interviewing a patient from the previous attack, and then all of a sudden it became complete pandemonium here. You had the attack on the protesters right at the hospital gate, tear gas wafting through, and then the people arriving at the same time from this march from Deh with these just gaping injuries, a lot of people motionless, and it's still complete chaos here.
Nicholas Kristof from the New York Times. Take good care out there, and thank you so much, as you have been, for updating us on this developing situation, and as he describes it, increasingly chaotic. We want to remind you, this is an area of strategic importance to the United States. It's the basis for the Fifth Fleet. It is a place that we depend on, U.S. forces, as Iran tries to really escalate its military ambitions in that area. We're going to continue to follow that.